Storm Catechism. The gods are rinsing their just boiled pasta in a colander, which is why it is humid and fitfully raining down here in the steel sink of mortal life. Sometimes you can smell the truffle oil and hear the ambrosia being knocked back. Sometimes you catch a drift of laughter in that thunder crack. Zeus knocking over his glass, spilling lightning into a tree. The tree shears away from itself and falls on a car, killing a high school girl. Or maybe it just crashes down on a few trash cans and the next day gets cut up and hauled away by the city. Either way, hilarity. The gods are infinitely perfect, as is their divine mac and cheese. Where does macaroni come from? Where does matter? Why does the cat act autistic when you call her, then bat around a moth for an hour, watching intently as it drags its wings over the area rug? The gods were here first, and they're bigger. They always were and always will be living it up in their father's mansion. You only crawled from the drain a few millennia ago, after inventing legs for yourself so you could stand, inventing fists in order to raise them and curse the heavens. Do the gods see us? Will the waters be rising soon? The waters will be rising soon. Find someone or something to cling to. November 11th, 2004. Oh, everyone's dead and the rain today is marvelous. I drive to the gym. The streets are slick. Everyone's using their wipers. People are walking with their shoulders hunched, wearing hoods or holding up umbrellas. Of course, it's all to be expected. Fantastic. My mother's friend Annie, her funeral's today. The writer Iris Chang, she just shot herself. And Arafat, he's dead too. The doctors refuse to say what killed him. His wife is fighting with the Palestinians over his millions. The parking lot of the gym is filled with muddy puddles. I run 4.3 miles per hour on the treadmill, and they're dead in Baghdad and Fallujah, Mosul and Samara and Latakia. Nadia and Soraya, Nala and Hoda and Noor, their husbands and cousins and brothers, dead in their own neighborhoods. Imagine. Marine Staff Sergeant David G. Reese, 29, Clark, Washington, killed. Army Specialist Kwok Bin Tran, 26, Mission Viejo, California, killed. Army Specialist Brian L. Freeman, 31, Lumberton, New Jersey. Same deal. Marine Lance Corporal Jeffrey Lauren, 22, New York. You guessed it. Oh, I could go on and on for as long as I live. In Africa, too, they've been starved and macheted. The morning paper said the Serbs apologized for Srebrenica. 7,800 Muslims murdered in 1995. I know it's old news, but hey, they're still dead. I almost forgot my neighbor's niece, 16 and puking in Kaiser emergency. The cause a big mystery until the autopsy. Toxic shock syndrome of all things. I thought that was history too, but I guess girls are still dying. Who knew? I run for 2 miles. My knees hurt and my shins. I step off and stretch for a bit. I go back outside into the rain. It feels chilly and good. It goes on all day, unending and glorious, falling and filling the roof gutters, flooding the low-lying roads. Well, I managed to lose my set list, so I'll just figure it out from here. Sensory's probably got the blues now. This is a train song. I've been working on train songs, both playing on harmonica and writing them, so this is a little train song in the form of a sort of written in the basic form of a blues, basically one line, a repeated line, and then a little spin on the third line with an AAA rhyme. And so this is called Northeast Corridor Blues. Lost my ticket when I got on the train. Conductor said, sorry, you gotta pay again. If he was a rock, I'd be a speck of sand. Passing yards of junked cars, their hoods popped open. Water towers, trailer parks, local taverns, gone as soon as you look at them. Traveling down to D.C. to bury my mother, put her ashes next to the bones of my father, tell the priest he won't have to bother. Everyone's a stone, but I'm a speck of sand. No matter what I do, I've got to pay again. Lost my ticket when I got on the train. All aboard. train song. Train song, so I'll do this. This is actually called Train Song. This train goes from Hangover Junction to I'm So Tired City. This train is chasing Prozac with flat champagne. This train carries everything you have done to escape the memory of me, and is destined to crash into the train that carries all I have done to escape the memory of you, or so I'd like to think. And this train carries the pain I caused you, but you would board it again gladly, so I'd also like to think. This train is the first train, thou shalt have no other trains before it. This train just wants to lie down on the tracks. This train carries the chickens home. This train carries the fragments I have shored against my ruin. Boxcars, 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 boxcars. This train sounds a lot like my harmonica. This train sounds like my mouth on you. On this train we are making love in the bathroom, passing through the Valley of Grapes. This train is passing near my hotel in Lincoln, Nebraska at 12:05 a.m. as I write this line. Having writ, the moving finger rolls over in bed, missing its thumb. This train carries the thumbs, always in the same direction, the one where the rails never meet. And I'm going to close with one more here. This is called Forms of Love. And the music, by the way, the earlier music to November 11th was the Threnody for the Victims at Hiroshima by Krzysztof Penderecki, Polish composer. And this is the theme song to A Man and a Woman. Forms of Love. I love you, but I'm married. I love you, but I wish you had more hair. I love you more. I love you more like a friend. I love your friends more than you. I love how we go into a mall and classical music is playing. You can always name the composer. I love you, but one or both of us are fictional. I love you, but I am an unstable signifier. I love you saying, I understand the semiotics of that, when I said, I had a little personal business to take care of. I love you as long as you love me back. I love you in spite of the restraining order. I love you from the coma you put me in. I love you more than I've ever loved anyone, except for this one guy. I love you when you're not getting drunk and stupid. I love how you get me. I love your pain, it's so competitive. I love how emotionally unavailable you are. I love you like I'm a strange backyard and you're running from the cops looking for a place to stash your gun. I love your hair. I love you, but I'm just not that into you. I love you secretly. I love how you make me feel like I'm a monastery in the desert. I love how you define grace as the little turn the blood in the syringe takes when you're shooting heroin after you pull back the plunger slightly to make sure you've hit the vein. I love your mother. She's the opposite of mine. I love you and feel a powerful spiritual connection to you even though we've never met. I love your tacos. I love your stick deodorant. I love it when you tie me up with ropes using the knots you learned in Boy Scouts. And when you do the Stone Dennis Hopper rap from Apocalypse Now. I love your extravagant double takes. I love your mother, even though I'm nearly her age. I love everything about you except your hair. If it weren't for that, I know I could really, really love you.